Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Swing Trading Show. We are Wednesday, December 4th, 2019, and the market went up this morning again because of China. This time it is Bloomberg. After that, Donald Trump yesterday said to the Chinese that if they don't make a decision or whatever, he's going to report everything after the election in the States. So just to add some more pressure, today it's Bloomberg that had announced that China and United States were very, very close to agree on the number of tariffs that would be canceled if the agreement in the phase 1 agreement is concluded. So the market went back up, and again, since a few minutes ago, we were again testing this support once more, and now it's kind of returning towards the resistance, and only the TSX went up and then came right back down this morning. And there's also now that Donald Trump has warned the France yesterday to punish them if they come up with a tax on electronic companies, and now it's extending to the United Kingdom. And today we had a few financial, we had quite a few earnings. Royal Bank starting with 224 to 218, so it went down. National Bank was breaking out, but the thing is, it's coming back down at the moment like they so often do. And the result was 162 to 169, and they are increasing their dividend. And Laurentian Bank 117 to 105, also heading towards its support. And Dollarama kept going down this morning. Look, it's breaking down at the moment again. The result was from 45 to 44 cents. And Salesforce is going down too, with a good result from 66 to 75. Probably the forecasts that are not good. And Marvell -4 to -12. So again, another stock coming down towards the support. Lanet has a positive result this morning, but it came right back down. And High Point Pharmaceutical, also the same story. And Omeros has received a positive result as well, but the stock went up and has lost half of its movement so far. So there could be an interesting movement at 15 to 35, 1540. And and it's surprising that the market's still up. It's just because of China, because the job report in November was very bad. They had 140,000 before. They were expecting 150,000 job, and they got 67,000. And the Canadian news, the Canadian National Railways and Teck Resources has signed an agreement together for a few years until from 2021 to 2026. Canadian National Railways would transport its coal, the coal they use to make steel, from their 4 installation in BC. And for like 4 years, and this is what we had today there. And so this morning, look, the crude oil, it was very positive, and it's still at the top of the day, not coming back anymore. We're waiting for another real breakout here, which is not happening yet. And so the stocks has jumped up too this morning. So many stock has reversed their steepest bearish trend, like this one here. Okay. And but really, you have to think at the very, very short term so far. What I think is that if the crude oil makes really a new high today, I mean, this crude oil, if it breaks through, I think the stock will catch up. So there has been quite a few nice movement in the States. We had RIG that did a nice movement this morning, and it kept going up until now. And if you see it in a 1 minute chart, and it's still going up at this moment. And there are other stocks on the Canadian side, like Cenovus, which has done nice movement also today. And so as you can see, it's the reversal of the trend. So that's what we're looking for the stock. So that's why I said it's not that bad. And if the crude oil finally makes a new high for the day, so forget about the gold now, because the yesterday's signal were not very nice and strong signal, and now it's the stocks are coming back down. So the very little breakout we had here was actually a false signal, if you saw a signal there. So now we still have to wait for the next breakout. In the mining, it's pulling up because of the positiveness we got this morning about the signature again, and I think it's going to be very positive for the mining when it happened, but I don't find the signal very, very nice. So Major Drilling Group is ending its last bullish cycle, and in other hand, the stock like First Quantum, I don't think it's enough yet to be able to conclude to a new movement. It would be 1230, something interesting. But most of the stock bounced back. What I like about Teck, because of the news today, because of the agreement that might come sooner or later, and because it is a very, very nice support, I think a buy on Teck at the support is not a very big risk, because the chances that he breaks this support are at my point of view very thin. And you see Ivanhoe Mine also at another resistance here could be interesting. The stock is on the move right now, so when he passes 355, 358 could be an entrance point there too. So the silver is going down more than the gold today. So don't buy anything in the silver, and watch for your stock, because there could be some correction there, even though the stocks are stronger than the silver itself. If the silver breaks its support, the stocks are going to come down. Consumer discretionary is going down because many stocks are going down, like Canadian Tire maintaining its bearish cycle, Shaw Communication and Québecor, and also Chorus that broke down yesterday and maintained this downward direction right now. And also, of course, Dollarama that is very heavy in the index. So the telecom are very calm, and after a little rebound this morning, now the sector puts some pressure on its support again. So to be avoided absolutely in the financing. But look, we are still building some support because it's only part of the sector that went really down. So for the last 2 days. They're the banks, except the Laurentian Bank, Royal Bank, Canadian Imperial Bank. It's tomorrow. TD Bank is still coming down, and Bank of Scotia is at the support, like a Royal Bank and like Bank of Montreal and everything. So some of the insurance company has also some downward pressure right now. As you see, you just made a new low, and on Sun Life and Manulife is the same, and Great West did a small rebound, but it's going to follow what the others are doing too, sooner or later. The industrial, the rebound is due to CP, because now CNR keeps coming down. So after the little rebound, now it's making a new low for the day. So not recommendable again yet. Nothing is really positive in the industrial sector. Real estate is calm. Utilities are calm too, waiting for the next breakout. And healthcare, it's very, very little. None of the healthcare stock are doing anything today, and the cannabis is not doing much either, because it went down and back up to the zero line, and it's about it. But there's no movement yet that can convince me that we could embark in the cannabis, because if you look at the actual movement right here, look, this sideways movement is there on about every stock. We'll pass this one and go to Canopy, you see, and we have a big correction on Grow that was going up for 2 days, and it just happened a few minutes ago. It just happened now, so forget about this one. And look at all the others, all have that same formation. So Weed, Aurora, and Afria, and no matter which stock you take, they all look the same. So it's a market movement, and it's a sector movement, and has nothing to do with every single company. They all show the same thing. So if we broke these rectangle on the downside, we're going back to the lowest of the year. And if it breaks on the other side, we may have some good signals there, but we absolutely have to wait until this happens. Okay, I have a few questions here. RMD in New York is a buy. RMD. ResMed, it's going to be nice whenever it passes, because look, it's clearly a very nice triple resistance. The good thing about that is that all supports remains higher. When it goes down, it doesn't go as low as before, and here too. So it's a positive triangle formation. So the entrance point is 151.50, 151.60. And it's going to be a new high ever for the stock. What do you think of VII? VII. 7th generation. Okay. It's an oil and gas stock. It's bouncing like most of the stock today. It's reversing its steepest downtrend in day trading in this short-term chart, but it's not actually yet reversing this trend. Okay. So it's got to be a very, very short movement. You don't usually play those downtrend. So you have to find, it would be a very, very short term trading. And let's see in 1 minute if we can find something. You know, the potential is up to 766 and it's 710, so there's 50 cents in potential. So the only places where you can buy this thing is in the very short term when he passes something like this, okay, or like this. So there was 1, 2, and 3 places there. So when you buy here and you put a stop loss right underneath this previous support. But it's really got to be a very, very, very short term. But I don't like it much. Claude, Cost New York, buy. That's Costco. C-O-S-T. But with the resistance Costco has there, I wouldn't buy it at this moment because you know, okay, it could be really it's stopped there, and there it may be time for some correction out there. So it's a totally sideways movement, and I think it's going to take quite a while until it passes, and it would be $309. CNQ made breakout. Maybe CNQ was not bad, but it's exactly like the crude oil. So right now, this resistance is way too much important to buy now. So look, this resistance has to be broken. So it's 37.90, even $38 the entrance point on this. McDonald next entry point, MCD. That very, very clearly right here, 197.68. Yeah, 197, I'd say. BHC. And it does on it. I don't like much BHC anymore, but you know, you cannot refuse to buy. You know, I haven't checked the stock for a while, so in this situation here, it was not very interesting, except that now, since he has done this, and now is stabilized there. So I think it's a very important entry point. I'd say like 38.75, 38.70 could be a good entry point. Google in New York. Okay. The stock went back. Unfortunately, we had to escape our position when it broke the support here, especially when the market was going down, but the market bounced back the next day, so the stock came right back. So I'd say the same price we paid the first time, 1,335. Amazon, AMZN. Amazon, it's going to take a while again because Amazon is very clearly in this long sideways trend. So and it's such a big resistance. So there could only be a buy at 1853 until 2000. ENSP, New York. INSP. Oh, we had a false signal on Inspire Medical today. Small volume, but I have to correct this one. Okay, 58,000 is not much. It was a high ever also. We cannot say it's a bad stock, but right now, since we can see now that it was a false signal. So let's check it here, see what it did. Okay, so that was a nice movement, but it was done at the opening, I guess. So it did not it hasn't been confirmed after. So I'd say $73 is the entrance point on that. This and this. Okay, this is it for the question. So yeah, we have also another stock that is JNCE, which is maintaining its increases since this morning. RIG again is continuing. and we have a couple of others that could be interesting, but later, maybe tomorrow. LMC here, whenever he passes the 255 line. So Excelis now has done what he has done he had to do for the day, as he has now a double peak. So if you were in there, I suggest that you rapidly take a profit on it. So, and again, we go to our market. Oh, so the market didn't go back to its summit. So it stopped right there. So it might be a sign that we're coming back through here because the all index have missed some buyers to go back to the top, and the TSX is coming down as well at the moment too. So who is it? Both consumer. Oh, healthcare also returning down, and utilities also breaking through, making a new high for the day. So the last bullish cycle of utilities now is really jeopardized there. I think it's changing direction at the moment, but it won't go very, very far, because the utility sector is totally sideways. And has a little bit to go yet before it reaches its support. So this is it for today, folks. Thank you very much for attending. We'll see you next time.